Hi guys, just want to talk about hoof trimming. This isn't something that needs to be done all the time. Maybe if your sheep has a limp, it probably needs to be done. Actually, highly likely it needs to be done, at least looked at anyway. But they're not like goats. A lot of people think that it's something that needs to be done on a regular basis, like goats. But not necessarily. A lot of our sheep that have been bred here in New Zealand are designed to be as low maintenance as possible, and especially in the feet area. Our sheep here in New Zealand are pretty good. But understandably, you know, they're not bomb proof. You need to have some scissors. You don't need fancy ones. I use gardening secateurs, okay? So just some simple gardening secateurs can be really useful, and you just need to get the piece of the hoof that is starting to grow over and it tends to overlap. So you've got the hoof here, and it's sort of, you've got the shell of that's like the nail part that grows up around the hoof, and it starts to get a little bit longer and a little bit longer, and it starts to grow over, and it's in between the hoof and the nail here is where bacteria likes to hide under, stay nice and moist, and it's a nice dark location, obviously dirty as well, and that's where it likes to grow. And then it likes to go in between the hoof itself and the nail, and the fungus starts to grow and creates a nice little pocket, and that's where it can really start to get a bit nasty. So once you cut that nail off, so it's back like this again, that's when you can when it can start to, basically the foot's pretty good, okay? It's got nowhere for that fungus or bacteria to hide. A lot of the times people think that a fungal infection is going to be fixed by a antibacterial substance. So you really need to sort of think about what is actually going wrong. Sometimes between hooves, if you can imagine, this is like, bear with me, this is like the hoof here. And you know how it can split into two. They tend to have a fungal infection between the two as well. Between their, we'll say their toes. Between their toes, this is fungal. 99.99% of the time it's fungal, and that's where they're really going to need some fungal spray. You can get that from the local vets. That's what I use. And then, yeah, when I was just talking about when the hoof grows up over, the fungal spray can be really good for that as well. Okay, so I hope that helps. You can easily do it at home, and it can help with your maintenance of your sheep. Less stress for everyone. I hope that helps.